Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and as always, welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. Starting things quickly first with some great news for anyone who's been watching my content and thinking to themselves, I want a way to pester this man in his off time. I finally made a Discord server if we want to get a real community going, or if you just want to bother me like I said. I've got a link down to it in the description of this video, so come join me in the chaos. You can message me about what cards you might want on single card histories or whatever. It's open and we can build an army of true duelists whose sole purpose is to gatekeep the term of true duelist by claiming that everyone else is a fake duelist and be just so goddamn annoying. Actually, I don't want that at all, but that's written in the script, so apparently I thought it was at least funny at one point in my life. We'll see how long that holds up. Either way, there's Discord now if you want to check it out. And also, I've not forgotten, I do plan to change this channel's name, ideally by February. I'm just still not 100% on what I want it to be. Also, imaging changes so that my profile picture isn't just Abyss Megalo and fucking glasses. Other such changes. Who knows? Either way, if you got name suggestions, I'm still here for it. And you know what? You can message them to me in the Discord. Let's fucking go. Okay, on to the actual news. It was another week in the diverse meta, providing us with a wide net of decks in a wide format that probably still had some amount of that debate about whether or not wide formats are good, as if everyone is only allowed to have one single preference that everyone else has to agree on, otherwise we all just have to, I don't know, kill each other. But I've been ignoring that for the most part, so who gives a shit? There were two open events this weekend in Europe, namely the Austria Open first, with some 150 players, having 8 distinct decks in the top 8, because Rescue Ace with a Fire King engine is very different from Fire King with a Snake Eye engine. The more you know. This event was won out by Centurion with a Horus engine, showing the deck does in fact have legs. Whether or not those legs are worth the 300-ish or so that the deck core is worth, I suppose if you're the guy that just won the Austria Open, I'd say yes. Meanwhile, the Italian Open had roughly 475 or so players, and its top 8 was a little bit less diverse, with nothing really coming up out of left field anywhere in any of these events. Like, yeah, Runic Furhire Sprite's still solid. I'm not really wowed that it could do well with a good pilot. Or like, wow, Rescue Ace is still good. Mom, get the fucking camera. Holy shit. None of this is shocking. The only real shakeup to the metagame, or potential for a shakeup to the metagame, came from Maze of Millennia. And it's not like Earthbound was about to break this game wide open. Bonfire does help Fire King decks going heavier on the Snake Eye package to make it a little bit more consistent. And Transaction Rollback is a very nice buff to Labyrinth decks, but that's it. That's not really going to revolutionize the game in any meaningful capacity, is it? It's not like those decks were lacking prior to these two cards. Really, the next shakeup won't be coming until Phantom Nightmare's release on February 8th. But there's of course still events before that day, namely YCS Medellin, oh no, that's wrong, in Cambodia, that has been officially announced by Konami to take place on the weekend of March 30th and 31st. That's right, folks. It's a holiday in Cambodia. And a YCS, that's the news. In the meantime, the Latin America Remote Duel YCS will be taking place this weekend. Best of luck to my LATAM audience who are competing, and I'll have as much coverage of it as I can in next week's update. From Konami, I expect about a blog post telling me the name of the winner. The bar is simply that high. And in the merchandise news that everyone was waiting for, Konami announced the Rarity Collection 2, the follow-up to what the majority of people agree was the best set of 2023, if not the best set in like the TCG's history at large. And it's a pretty damn quick turnaround, with the second one here set to drop on May 24th, 2024. Turns out the first one was that good. The Rarity Collection's so good, why do they have Rarity Collection 2? They do! This set is going to be mostly the same, but there are some pretty large and noticeable differences. First things first, Konami has promised that there are no reprints from the cards in the first set. This is going to be all new card lists, so no Ash Blossom round 28 or whatever printing it's on. But if you need Ash Blossom still, you can pick up some cheap copies from the first Rarity collection. Much more notably is the change to the product in terms of both the price and the packs themselves. And I'm not just talking about the fact that this one's blue. I mean, each pack of cards in Rarity Collection 2 is going to have 9 cards in it, and a box will have 18 packs. The packs will have 2 secret rares, 4 ultras, and 3 supers in them, with each secret rare having a 1 in 4 chance to be bumped up to a platinum or quarter century secret rare, and each ultra will have a 1 in 6 chance to be a collector's or ultimate rare. The catch for this is that the price is also higher. An individual pack retails at $9.99 according to Konami's website, and a box is going for $124.99 USD on Gamer's Choice. No affiliation. Now, it's worth noting that you are getting more cards in any given, not just pack, but box when compared to the first Rarity collection. The first box would come with 24 packs of 5 cards for a total of 120 cards in the box, whereas this new one will have 18 packs of 9 cards, which is a total of 162. So you're getting a grand total of 42 more cards, and there's definitely a Hitchhiker's Guide joke that I am electing to not make right now. And it's nice reprints. They've already confirmed Accesscode, Ghost Ogre, Droll and Lockbird, Appaloosa, Phantasme, and the Bicycle Art of IP, which all have a place in the meta. There's some heavily wanted reprints as well, such as Magician Souls or Silent Magician or Silent Swordsman, which have been pricier than most people would like them to be. Not to mention, they've also named each of the Visage lore spells field spells. English, it's optional, should try it sometime. The Scareclaw field spell, Tearlament, Kashtira, and Mananium field spells all have reprints as well. Now, personally, I'm of 2 minds about this. Firstly being, I don't want to have to drop $1.25 pre-tax on a box of this, god damn it. But the second being, god damn, that's a lot of cards though. 162, and fine ones as well. IP, Accesscode, extra appos, it's some good stuff. Not to mention I can finally justify purchasing Magician Souls to play it in a fucking Gate Guardian deck, because Lord knows I'm not dropping 60 to 90 bucks for Gate Guardian. I'm really just worried about the exact cards, kind of similar to the first one. I love all the cards I've mentioned, but I really don't need 14 copies of the Scareclaw field spell, let alone if we get anything like Blue Eyes Hips Dragon, as we did in the first one. If there's no reprints from the first set, then there's a lot less great cards to grab off the top of the head, unless they're also throwing in like Edison staples or something. I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for the cheaper cards in the secondary market, but it's really going to need to have some great stuff along what we know already to warrant $10 per pack. And unless they're going to be going sicko mode and unprecedentedly, giving us triple tactics thrust in this, I'm not sure. Like, cool, if they make Sprite cheap, that's really cool for fans of Sprite that don't have the deck yet, but I don't want Pote reprints. I want more generically great cards. I don't need multiple playsets of a Sprite deck. But clearly the first sold great, because this is coming out just 6 months later. Whether or not they're planning for it to be a, sold 1 pack at a time or hoping everyone buys a box, we'll see. It's cool because it's blue, and blue is a cool color, both in terms of its tone and also the fact that I like it. Let me know what you think. This is a pretty hype set. It is literally what we were asking for, but the question is it what we're asking for? The fuck was that sentence? In some more immediate news, Phantom Nightmare will be dropping on February 8th, all around the TCG, or just in America, depending on how much of an MBT viewer you are. And as such, Konami's chosen content creators have blessed us with the new decks coming from the set. For example, Voiceless Voice, the goofiest name possible for the new Ritual deck, has been revealed to have 1 secret rare, and it's the 3 of mandatory for the 1-card combo, but only 2 ultra rares, the Ritual Boss Monster and the disgusting human form of Saphira. But beyond that, the new deck is all Super Zaloa, which is a nice treat for people looking to play that instead of fire decks due to preference and or wallet, which is me. I'm quite happy about that, not having to completely destroy my bank account for this deck, hopefully. There's also the Goblins, who have been revealed to have 2 pieces each of secret rares and ultras, in a real blingy way to bully the Pearly matchup, I guess. This one is a deck that I feel has some potential in the future, although it's currently not going to be doing much if the OCG is anything to go by. But in another deck, Goblin something else engine, not impossible. And of course, most hyped on is the visual aspect of the Ashened archetype. a legally not Souls type deck that's coming with 1 secret rare in the Big Old Dragon and 2 ultras in the form of the Stratos and the fantastic but somehow still awful Quick Play spell. This one's been met with much love for the art style, understandably, and much disappointment in regards to the card's actual function. Now, I was critical of them in my new card report I posted earlier this week, but there's potential. It's not impossible. This might be lethal doses of cope, but there's potential, damn it. I believe, I choose to believe. Shoutouts to the X-Files. There's, of course, the second wave, right? We got one more round of support in Legacy of Destruction. The second wave might make it great, guys, just like it might for B-Trooper and Mutant and Libromancer and Goatee, Gold Pride, and Tistina. 19th time's the charm, right, folks? Either way, if I'm wrong, boo me to death. But until we get to see what it is they have in Legacy of Destruction, this deck is as visually cool as it is functionally mid. And there's the Yubel cards, which, if you're seeing this section of the video, have been revealed by now. But due to my personal life and work life, I'm actually filming this on the Wednesday, so they haven't been revealed to me yet. I don't know, maybe Spirit of Yubel and the Trap card are secret, and then the Fusion and the Rhoda are ultras? Who knows? The only other cards we know are that Promethean Princess is an ultra rare and Meownade is an ultra rare, which people are really going to hate that name too, so that's funny. No word on Populous yet, but I'm telling you now, that shit's gonna be secret. That's my fucking bet. I guess we'll find out as the content creator reveals continue and they open their boxes sometime by Friday, which is today if you're watching it on release. In community news, if you are more competitively minded, actually, Pack did release a great video on why it is you might not be doing so well in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or at least as well as you'd like to be. Now, maybe some of you don't care, that's totally fine, but if you are looking to actually meaningfully improve your play at this game, whether just for locals or at a higher level, it is a fantastic video to check out and one I cannot recommend enough. But really, this isn't community news in regards to the community, this is news about this community, because I'm just reminding you again about the Discord if you want to check it out, because I need to find out where it is my community lands on the scale, because there's, you know, have we graduated high school? Are we as intelligent as a FARFA viewer? Who knows? Who knows? We'll never know unless you get in the Discord, in which case check that out, or don't, whatever, I'm moving on. Shoutouts, as always, go to the sponsor of today's video, the LIFD Magnetic Display. The true duelist-proved way to show off your favorite cards and the #1 way to support my channel. Whether you want to have the 3-stack or the 1-stack, I'll get you the attack on the price by giving you a 15% discount with my promo code YGOSTRATS15. That can be typed in at the discount code at checkout. You can click the link in the description of this video, however you want to go about it. Shanks and thanks to LIFD for the continued support, and thanks to you for watching. It's wicked of you. Get it? I don't. Either way, that's it for this update. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, and not only will you be impressing that smoking Italian wife, you will be immediately and contractually obligated to be a true duelist, which includes the Discord. Third shout out. Sick. All right. See you next week.